Hey folks, Micah McGee here. We got some squirrels and we are so excited because that means we can do another recipe in the Simply Southern cookbook, and we love the recipes in this cookbook. And we're gonna do shake and bake squirrel. And what that is amazing is what that is. You can get shake and bake in different kind of flavors. So you just go to the grocery aisle and just see what flavor you want your squirrel to be. You can do this with rabbit, with squirrel, with just about anything, and you're gonna love it. Now, the first thing you're gonna do is you wanna take your squirrels after you clean them. Now, I put out a video just very recently that you can look at about squirrels, and I showed you how to clean them. Now, I'm not gonna bore you with more details about cleaning squirrels. You can go watch that if you care to learn how to clean a squirrel. But other than that, we're gonna start out here by washing these squirrels up and by cutting them. Now, this recipe is different from the one that I showed you earlier. It was a complete whole squirrel being baked. This one is pieces of squirrels that you bake. Just like chicken is cut up into pieces, you're gonna have your squirrel cut up in pieces, and you're gonna cut it up, and you're going to leave the pieces fairly damp when you put the shake and bake on it. Now, if you're looking for a really good cookbook to learn how to cook wild game, this is a good cookbook for you. And if you'll go down in the descriptions, I'm gonna leave a link there where you can just hit that link and go straight to eBay, and you can pick up this cookbook for 14 bucks. And it'll blow your mind. There's a lot of other kind of food in there too, not just wild game. So you might wanna get in on that. But for now, let's get in the kitchen and start cutting up these squirrels. All right, we've got our meat cut up, and we are going to get into this here. This is just a cheap, great value brand, but it's just as good as the other. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and follow these instructions, and we're gonna cook this food. Now, this is just shake and bake. I mean, it's like as simple as it gets. You're gonna take your pack and tear it open, and you're gonna pour it in your bag, which we've got the bag right here. The bag comes with the shake and bake box, so you don't have to buy separate bags. Now, in the instructions it says shake it up 1 or 2 pieces at a time and put it in an ungreased pan. So that's what we've got here. And it also mentions you want the meat to be wet so that this will stick to it. So this right here is a back leg of a squirrel. We'll drop it in there, and we'll just shake it. Shake it right up like that. That's plenty. And then we're just gonna take it out, and you're gonna place it gently in the pan, and you never flip the meat. You don't turn the meat like when it's halfway done or anything. You want that top to be crispy, and if you flip it, you're not gonna get that. That's the whole point of it. So here's another hind leg. The hind leg of a squirrel is about the best part of a squirrel, but as you see, we use it all, and there's no reason not to. You're not supposed to be wasteful with wild game or anything else. If you know what's good for you, you're not wasteful. There that is. This is a front shoulder. Front shoulders are really pretty good too. Shake that up. Now, place it in the pan, Now I'll show you what we do with the rest of the squirrel. We got the back. The back has good meat. If it gets tender, this flank has good meat. And the ribs, if they're tender, you can just pull that right off, get some good bites, and right up here from the middle of the shoulders up into the neck area. It's a pretty big piece of meat, and a lot of people throw that away, and that's not right. Shouldn't throw that away. People complain about squirrels being small, but then they throw half of it away, and that's just kind of illogical, in my opinion. Lay that baby right in there. If you put it with the back up, it'll allow those ribs to kind of hold it up in the air, and it'll be crispy on both sides, and that's really nice. I'm gonna finish up my shake and bake here, and then we'll get her in the oven. It's time to try some shake and bake squirrel out here. Let me dig a piece of this out. Man, that looks good. That looks so tender. It looks like it might be kind of hot too. Does anybody want to try it? Here, try that. All right, boys, dig in here. I'm gonna cut it up in pieces for you. That's a little bit of a tailbone or something. Folks, when you can just pull it right off the bone like this, you've done it right. It is tender and good, and this shake and bake just seems to be really good for it. I mean, it's not tough. It is not tough. It is tender. You can just pull it right off the bone like that. What do you think, boys?
That's good. That is really good.
Is that not about the best you ever tasted? Mm. All right, folks, right there it is. This right here is extra crispy seasoned coating mix. It's shake and bake, it's what it is. So, if you want to try some squirrel, and I can tell you, you can do this with rabbit, you can do this with possum, you can do it with chicken, you can do it with quail, doves, anything, anything. This is good. This is good. I bet you could do it with skunk and it'd be good. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna eat every bit of this. We got 2 pans of this cooked. And I'm telling you what, right now, on a cold, rainy day, we're having some snow today and a little rain, and it is so good to be able to sit down and eat this on a cold, rainy day. I'm telling you right now, it is so good. So we're gonna all get around here and eat. My boys, my wife, and my daughter, we're all just gonna eat and thank the Lord for it. So you guys have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.